So going back to that question, that second question of how many people should get it, keep in mind it's an effective zero cost. If Copilot saves somebody who makes about 70K a year, only 1 hour a month. If you can get 1 hour of productivity back, you have paid for Copilot for that user. Because after all, you're paying $30 a month. If you amortize it out over the course of a year, it's $360 per user per year. It doesn't take much productivity boost, and it doesn't all come at once. It's not a 1 hour, woohoo, here we go. It saved me 5 minutes here. It saved me 5 minutes here. It saved me 2 minutes here. It saved me 10 minutes here. It saved me 15 minutes here. Microsoft's early adopters and Microsoft's research on this suggests that the typical adopter that actually makes Copilot part of their workflow, and they leverage the tool not as a focused effort, but as a natural extension of using the software, saves about 5 hours a month of productivity, gives them 5 hours of head start every month. The people that you're thinking about using Copilot, you probably saw through the demos, people that do knowledge management, information synthesis, communication, coordination, they may realize the fastest benefits. Copilot is a large language model, natural language processing AI. The more of that you need to do, the better Copilot's going to be. Copilot is probably not going to help someone that might be doing frontline transactional where they're just working inside a transaction processing system. It may not provide much assistance for someone that has a technical checklist over and over again process. They're not doing a lot of synthesis or creation of new content or compilation or summarization of content. But again, there might be bits and pieces. We've been experimenting it even internally with using it for statements of work, not because we want it to write our statements of work for projects, but because it can take our standard template as one input, the details that we've recorded about the project or the potential project in another, and examples of other successful projects, and synthesize that down into a statement of work that actually has a basic work plan. Gets us 60% of the way there in 5 to 10 minutes versus 30 to 60 minutes. We start getting those benefits. And then what's your ROI? So Copilot is not expensive, so it's really not that hard to put an ROI around it. But a lot of businesses start thinking about it. Well, I've got 100 users. Am I going to drop $36,000 on Copilot? You've got to answer that question. And to do that, you have to be able to justify it. So think through, how effective is your Copilot launch going to be? Are you building buy-in? Are you building enthusiasm? Are you building a feedback loop? Are you setting expectations that I want to know about the Copilot wins? If you're not using Copilot, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to use Copilot, but you may not have it next year because I might turn it back off. So let's celebrate the wins. Let's figure out the ways that we're boosting our productivity with it, not because we want to celebrate Copilot, but we want to celebrate the ways that it's making our lives easier so other people learn how to use it and get more leverage out of it. You can measure the adoption process of Copilot. If you've got administrative access, or your Aldridge principal consultant can do this as part of your QBRs, we can pull the usage information for Copilot. It doesn't show all the detailed queries in it. That's a discovery search, which is entirely different. You've got the capability to do that, but this is really just an aggregated statistics of how often are the people that are licensed for Copilot using Copilot. So you can see who's really championing it, who's experimenting with it, and who got the license and then just kind of moved on and didn't make it part of the workflow.